are there certain platforms, or when I say platforms, are there certain news hubs or places that you typically would look to first, maybe outside of like the Reddit forums, that you would do your own due diligence on?
Yeah, so I listen to a lot of like financial podcasts as well, which I get kind of daily news from. Like Planet Money has a lot. There's a lot of good ones. The Market Watch has a good one. Robinhood Snacks is kind of a funny podcast that's a little goofy, but it actually has like it does three interesting stories each time. They're pretty funny. I look at like some news articles from like Yahoo Finance. I peruse occasionally, and Motley Fool is
Motley Fool's good.
actually a fairly good good resource. So they they have like their free post and stuff like that, which is a little clickbaity,
Yeah, for sure.
um, little clickbaity and not like that great. But their paid subscription, which actually comes with the American Express as a benefit of the American Express credit card that I have.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
their paid subscription actually has some pretty good stock picks and stock analysis. Um, and they've fairly consistently outperformed like the S&P. I've
Yep.
looked into that. I mean, they advertise that they do, but like there's been some third party. I mean, it's not hard to look at the stock picks and see how it's performed, but it seems like fairly consistently they've been quite a bit above average. So I kind of have a stocks on my radar, and then they also suggest that I kind of get that added boost of like this seems like it's probably a decent long-term investment. And I do think there's a little bit of a same stuff with any of these news articles where you get that initial boost where the stock goes higher than it should be if they just like did some recent analysis, recent new price target or something like that. But if you're doing long term 5 year investment, then 10% boost or maybe 5% over what it should be valued isn't like a huge thing.
Right.
It's better to be in a really good company that's maybe a little bit overvalued than a bad company that's undervalued, I think.
Yeah, well put. Well put. Um, and then the other article, another hub that I would also look to, you mentioned a lot. Like again, I look at Motley Fool quite a bit. What about like Seeking Alpha? Have you come across
Oh
those?
yeah, that's really good. They have really good stuff. I think
Yeah.
I've subscribed to their newsletter actually, and they send out too many emails for me to keep track of. So, but they do have some good stuff.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I think let's what we'll do here is we'll go back to uh your net assets conversation and make sure that see if there's anything else you want to add to that, and then we'll have some other final questions here.
Sounds
It's
good.
been a great conversation so far. Appreciate you
Thanks, man.
hanging out. Yeah,
Anytime.
John just commented, he said informative show, man. So
Oh,
I think
great.
that's all
Thanks.
kudos to you. Thanks for coming on,
Thanks for having me,
informing
man.
and educating. Love that, John. Thanks for sticking around and watching. Um, and so if you and John, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. This is that's why we're live on Facebook. So feel free to, and if that goes for anybody watching at this show and others, feel free to comment and ask some questions live if you guys are interested in the subject.